And so down here we press measure. And then what we want to do is where we want to measure. So there's measurement place here. We want to go to channel 2. I think we're on channel 2, aren't we? So channel 1. I don't know why it's in blue, which is interesting. So channel 1, and then we're going to measure the frequency. Yeah, and it's saying it's 271.2 kilohertz.
This is the one that's received.
That's actually using this coil to measure this coil. So rather than making a completely independent coil, all we've done is we've hooked onto the receiving coil, and when we've activated it, so this one's then sent out the signal, and this is measuring what it's actually picking up. But there will be some tuning differences because of the capacitance of the probe and everything, but it will give you a ballpark figure of what.
So how can we measure the frequency from this coil?
That's really what it's doing, because this is the reception coil. So when I'm pressing this button, it's exciting this coil, and this is sending out its resonant, its sine wave, and this puppy is receiving it, and I'm just sticking myself in line with that receiver to see what it's actually receiving.
It's the mutual inductance, so it's both of those inductors together is what's going on there, and that's why that's so complicated to model. That's why you can't answer that question, what's the inductance of one or the other, because they behave together. They both see each other, and they behave accordingly. That seems to be the thing that's throwing everyone at the moment, this concept of inductance and mutual inductance.
But they're all coming in about 250 kilohertz.
They are, yeah, as if by magic. So.
If you take one loop away either side, you'll change that frequency value.
Absolutely.
Because you're changing that inductance value.
Absolutely.
Let's do this side.
And the amount of ferrite it's got in here, so.
Sinusoid is not perfect.
Yeah, that's it. It won't be perfect at the moment because you've got other things and other impedances and ferrite core and all that are having an effect on that sinusoid. If you want a better one, then you can create a coil yourself that is nothing but connected to this probe, and you will still see some irregularities because there'll be irregularities in the transmission circuit, but you'll see it smoother than what you see in there.
And the other thing that's going to affect things is you've got this on the table here, and there's a metal leg underneath, so if you lift it off the ground a little bit, you'll find the frequency changes as well. So.
Okay, what you've done is you've used the other antenna to measure.
But you're at 270 kilohertz, that's radio frequency, so you've made a radio basically.